Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here and for joining me once again. Today marks the official start of my tarot and astrology videos. I am going to be kicking off the channel with April monthlies, and we're going to be doing pick a cards. So I'm super excited about it. The reason why I chose pick a cards is because they're sort of interactive. So you as the audience get to kind of participate and choose what pile you're gonna hear your messages from. So the way that I'm doing it is I have 3 separate stacks of tarot cards with 3 different oracle cards placed on top. And then on top of those, I have 3 crystals, and I will insert a clip to kind of show you a closer look of the crystals. So how this is going to work is that you're just going to pick the crystal that you feel most drawn to, the first one that you think of. And from there, you're going to go to the timestamp, which I will also have linked below. Go to the timestamp of your crystal, and that will be your reading for the month. So let me know if you guys like these pick a cards, if you'd like to see more of them, or if you'd like to see more of my original style where I was doing separate videos for each zodiac sign. I will have all of the information down below in the description box as far as the names of the decks that I'm using, the names of the crystals, all of that good stuff. So be on the lookout for that as well. And yeah, I'm super excited to get started. Please excuse the lighting. It's a little overcast where I'm at right now. I hope you guys enjoy this. Leave some comments, say hello, and let's get started. Okay, so this is the first installment of the water sign monthly pick a card video. This is for those of you who chose the Amethyst. So the oracle card that was pulled for you guys, which is acting as the theme of the month of April, is you got the card Acceptance. In looking at your cards, the first thing that I feel very strongly off the bat is that a lot of you are coming out of a time of unsurety where either you yourself or a lot of the things that you were trying to do seem to be on shaky or unstable ground. And now you're starting to see the fruit of your labor. You're starting to see things starting to sprout. And your hard work that you put in so long ago is finally starting to pay off. I feel like a lot of you have been not getting very good sleep. So the 9 of Swords represents a kind of tormented energy where so many things are floating around in your head, so many worries, so many anxieties and things of that nature that it is literally externalizing, and it is now causing you to lose sleep. You have a lot of heaviness weighing on you mentally, a lot of things taking up mental space for you. Some of you need to start talking to someone in order to get those thoughts organized. You have the Prince of Cups here. And so expression of this 9 of Swords energy is extremely important because, as I said, it's starting to externalize in a way that is unhealthy, in a way that is affecting your sleep. It's affecting your psychological makeup. And so talking to someone, whether it's a friend, a family member, a therapist, can really help you out and put you on the right track, get your thoughts organized, lend you some additional perspective, and I feel like it'll be very helpful to a lot of you. This is another card I feel that is reiterating the message of the 9 of Swords. You have the 7 of Cups. So whenever I see the 7 of Cups, I read it as balancing a lot emotionally, having a lot of things on your plate, and not being able to properly discern what is no longer serving you and what you need to keep feeding and nurturing, having a sort of imbalance in being able to differentiate those. It also kind of means that, to me, it means that you're sort of hoarding things because you're afraid of letting something go, or you're afraid that if you let it go, maybe it could have worked out. You know, you're thinking a little too hard about it. And so you're just kind of holding on to everything that you have instead of releasing those things that no longer serve you. And I feel that it is feeding into this Nine of Swords where, you know, as I said, you have a lot on your plate now, you have a lot on your mind. Things aren't necessarily organized. You just have a lot weighing on you. You do have the Star card at the center of the reading. For the Star card, I feel like a lot of you, this is a period of time where you have so much belief and faith in yourself, and you have all of these ideas and you have all of these things that you're exploring, and you know, you want to fully explore all of them before you toss anything out. And a piece, you know, of course that's beautiful, but a piece of that is also kind of chipping away at you. And so kind of tying back into the Oracle card or the theme of the month for you guys, there needs to be a certain level of acceptance and letting things go, acceptance of things that are no longer serving you, and freeing up some of your energy, freeing up some of your mental space so that you can fully invest in the things that are giving back to you, and you can reap an even greater harvest than if you were to keep all of these things and try to feed all of these things at once and, you know, get an okay harvest, if that makes sense. I do see a lot of you guys making the necessary, taking those necessary steps to sort of remove things out of your life that no longer need to be there. You have the Ten of Wands here. And the Ten of Wands definitely represents a sort of newness coming in. You have the phoenix rising from the ashes. However, with the little baby bird still in the cage, to me that always symbolizes that even though you're this new being now, and you know you've sort of grown into your power, or at least you're on that path, you still have you know, those lessons and that aspect of you that is still growing. You still have that aspect of you that is in a sense innocent or growing and learning. We see the phoenix in its full glory, those steps and those lessons that got you to this point of being the full phoenix, of having the power, having the, what I would say, personal power, having the passion and the depth and the ability to reclaim what is rightfully yours. And in this sense, what is rightfully yours is your peace of mind. I see a lot of you taking this Ten of Wands energy and also the Star card energy and channeling it into something that is bigger than you, into something that is very inspiring. You have the Ace of Wands. So some of you are stepping into your leadership. Some of you have people that are watching you, people that see a higher purpose for you, and they are willing to help you get there. They are willing to be your mentor. They are willing to follow you and guide you because you inspire them. You just had to go through this phase of, as I said, flushing out what no longer needed to be there in order for you to step into this energy. And then in response to that, I see you moving into the Ten of Cups. So definitely emotional abundance and emotional fulfillment. Some of you are going to be coming into some money. This could be an inheritance. This could be a tax return. Like, you do have the Wheel of Flow. However, you do also have the Devil card beside it. So that is kind of ushering me to warn you guys about overindulging. Some of you are needing to have a conversation with someone who has maybe taken from you in some sort of way, with the Prince of Cups and the Devil card sort of opposing each other. There's definitely, I feel, a need for you in that situation to set your boundary and to be very clear and very unapologetic about your boundary. I think that's all I have for the first installment of this video. So I think I'm gonna end it here. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about these pick a card videos and if you'd like to see more or if you'd like to see something different. And thank you guys so much for joining me and for watching. Take care. Hey guys, this is the second installment of the monthly pick a cards for the water signs. This is for those of you that chose the Black Obsidian. So going ahead and starting your reading, the oracle card that I pulled for you guys, which is also acting as the overall theme for the month of April, you guys pulled the card Intentions. So getting started, at the center of your reading you have the Six of Discs. A lot of you are looking into moving into either nonprofit or charity work, something that incorporates giving back to communities or different organizations that do humanitarian work, something of the sort. I see this being something that is very healing for a lot of you in terms of time where you weren't as content. Is you have the Six of Swords here. So this is a card that definitely represents rising out of something, ascending above something. And this is something that has been a long time coming. Some of you might have recently lost a job, and it could have been a job, or it could have been a home, it could have been a large sum of money. You feel as though you've been on very unstable ground for a long time, and you feel like you're finally starting to get your legs back as April approaches. So a lot of you guys are going to be either transitioning into a new job, or you already have, but this is something that, as I said, has been a long time coming. This is something that you've been thinking heavily about, praying heavily about, and so the universe is essentially answering. Some of you are starting a relationship in the month of April. You have the Two of Cups here. I see some of you also either giving birth in the month of April or conceiving in the month of April. You have the Queen of Cups here. So as far as the Queen of Cups, if you are someone, maybe you and your partner have been trying for a long time to conceive and to have children, and you haven't been having very much luck with it, April could be the month for you that you finally get what you've been hoping for. And of course, if you are not looking to conceive in the month of April, you know, make sure that you take the necessary precautions if you don't want kids. So yeah, a lot of happiness in this top layer happening, a lot of emotional abundance, emotional fulfillment. A lot of you are in a period of transition. You have the Death card here. So a lot of you are starting to feel this transition, or, you know, the month of April will be a time of great change for you. A lot of metamorphosis going on, a lot of things sort of dying out, a lot of new things coming in. You also have the Prince of Wands here. So and he's looking up into the Six of Discs. So just be mindful of what I said earlier of the Six of Discs and how a lot of you are going to be transitioning into new workforces. You may, I mean, by the end of April, you may be doing something completely different than what you've always done or what you were known for doing. And I feel, especially with the Prince of Wands underneath the Six of Discs, excuse me, that this is something that is more of a passion project for you. It's something that you've had your eye on for a while. It's something that fuels you, fuels your creativity, and will definitely, as I said with the Six of Swords, will definitely take you guys out of some of this Five of Discs energy. If you guys have been unsatisfied with work or with how things have been going financially or up to this point, April, I feel, will have a lot of change for you. So bringing it back full circle into your oracle card for the month, just be mindful of your intentions for the month of April. Be mindful of what it is that you're carrying around in your mind, what it is that you're projecting out, because I feel that April is going to be the start of a very beneficial change for a lot of you. But that energy can't come in if you are resistant to the change that's coming in, if you are holding on to fear or to negative past experiences and things like that. So just be mindful. And I think that's all I have, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Let me know if you like doing these pick-a-cards. Leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all of those good things, and I will see you very soon. Take care. Hey guys, welcome to the third and final installment of the monthly pick-a-cards for the water signs. Let's go ahead and jump right in. So this is for those of you who chose the Moldavite. Okay, so going ahead and jumping right in, the oracle card that was picked for you guys, which is acting as the overall theme for the month of April, was the card Flow. So looking at your spread, at the center of your reading you have the Seven of Discs. So a lot of you guys, I feel, are going to be investing more into yourself. You're going to be investing more into your creative pursuits, and you're really going to be stepping out and trying your hand when it comes to your own personal endeavors. A lot of you are stepping away from things that really just haven't been sustaining you emotionally. They haven't been making you happy emotionally. You've been feeling drained. You've been feeling a lack of nutrients or sustenance from, it could be a work thing, it could be a hobby or something that, you know, just is no longer serving you. And so some of you are, I feel, are at a crossroads where you're kind of like, you want to invest in yourself, but you also still very much have an emotional tie to whatever this is. And so you're at a sort of crossroads trying to decide, do I really want to let this go? Or, you know, what if I do, and then, you know, this doesn't work out and I can't get it back. And so some of you guys are having to make a decision. However, I do see a lot of you deciding to choose yourself. You have the Hierophant, the Queen of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. So a lot of you are going to be pulling strength from your spiritual practice, whatever your belief is. A lot of you guys are going to be drawing energy from that to sort of get you over this emotional hump and really provide you that added fuel, that added spark that you need to fully jump in and invest in yourself. A lot of you, I see, once you do make this decision to separate yourself from whatever this Five of Cups energy represents in your life, I see a lot of you guys shooting forward and really propelling yourself into a new energy, into a new creative space, I see you guys networking and meeting new people that can help further your cause. A lot of you guys are just going to start taking off. Some of you may be connecting with a fire sign woman, or with a woman who has very strong fire placement in her chart, and she will be acting as a sort of mentor or as a guide to help you along the way. This could also be a best friend or a mother figure. At the bottom row here, you have the King of Wands, you have the Balance card, and you have the Four of Wands. Definitely a lot of success in your future pursuits, because you guys are taking that leap of faith and sort of restoring balance, and also deciding to move away from things that have no longer been sustaining you. There's nothing left for you in that particular thing, in that particular relationship, and at that particular job, etc., etc. A lot of you may have been feeling for a while now that a certain thing, or maybe multiple things in your life, have been sort of off balance, or have been not great, not as you would like for them to be. And now you are seeing a new path for yourself that you weren't seeing before. And ideas are flowing in. You have quite a bit of fire energy, which means passion, desire, creativity, those types of things. So a lot of new energy is sort of flooding in for you in the month of April, that is showing you, hey, there is another way. You don't have to stay here in this Five of Cups energy and suffer. You don't have to be unhappy. And I like the imagery of the Seven of Cups here, because we have officially left winter, and we are now in the spring months, and we are sort of working the barren fields of our minds, if you will. Of course, speaking metaphorically, but there is a sort of call to newness that a lot of people are experiencing. People are getting massive downloads of inspiration, massive downloads of creativity, and I don't think that it's a surprise with the equinox having just passed, but this is essentially you. You are taking that time to tend that garden, and you are planting new things. You're planting seeds that are very different from what from what is being reflected in your life now. And when these seeds start to sprout and they start to grow, your life will start to look very different. Some of you, I feel, may be finalizing a divorce in the month of April. I say that because you have the Hierophant, which also represents two people coming together contractually, sort of under umbrella of marriage, or under some sort of, combining resources of some sort, coming together, two people coming together. But you also have the Five of Cups underneath it, and you have the King of Wands underneath that. So some of you, I feel, are finalizing a divorce because, just you and your partner are in different places now. You guys are no longer sustaining each other emotionally as you once were. And so it's just a sort of parting of ways. So bringing it back full circle into your oracle card, or the overall theme of the month, definitely a lot of new energies, as I said, flowing in. A lot of old energies kind of making their exit. And us having to delegate, what can stay, what can leave, those sort of things. Very much a lot of you are going to be in a state of having to flow for the month of April. the energy that I feel for the month of April is that this, just learning how to trust and allow, and just to flow with what feels good to you, flow with, you know, with the ebb and flow of life just in general, will serve you a lot more than resistance in the month of April. I feel that if you guys are resisting and fighting this change, or, you know, you're trying to hold on to these things that are no longer good for you, it will just make the transition for the month of April that much more difficult. So whatever you can do to sort of incorporate more flow into your daily life, more acceptance, more allowance, I feel that it will really help you out. And before you know it, we'll be into the month of May, and you'll be feeling a lot lighter, a lot better, a lot more in alignment. So definitely keep that in mind. I think that's all I have for you as far as this reading goes. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, but please let me know if you would like to see more pick a cards. Leave your comments down below as well. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe. And if you are interested in having a personal one-on-one session with me, my email will be in the description box below. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here, and I wish you guys the best that April has to offer, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.